In this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through some of the new Lightroom Classic updates that have occurred in June 2023. So some of the updates that Adobe have made to Lightroom is quite important because they are some really cool new features that will really benefit your editing. So the first thing that they have done is they've made the film strip a little bit faster. The navigation should be a lot easier and a lot smoother when you're going from one photo to the next in developed loop view mode. So you'll notice that that will just transition a lot easier. The next update is the new masking update, and it is the grain slider. So if I just come and make a mask, so I'm going to click on the top there, select a brush, and I'm just going to make a selection here. What you'll see now is if we come down, you'll see here the grain and the amount, size, and roughness. So the idea is that with this we can just add grain to individual parts of the image. So this is going to give you a little bit more of creative freedom because you can actually apply this in specific areas. So you can see here, if I wanted to add a little bit of grain there, I can add the roughness, I can do whatever I want. But the other interesting thing is that we can obviously go towards the negative. So at the moment I'm just adding that. So it'd be really interesting to see how this is going to be developed more and how good this is actually on somewhere specific to your image that has a lot of grain and you just want to take out certain areas. So we can always bring that to minus 100 and just see what that does. So it'll be very interesting. I think this is still early stages, but it is an option there now. So that's really handy. The next update is in the curve adjustments. So we can come back to here and just come down to our tone curve, and you can see there we've got the option here. If we come to the point curve, we've got this new refined saturation, and you can see here we've got the input and output. So what we actually need to do is we need to make an adjustment to the actual curve. So let's just darken them shadows, brighten them highlights, and maybe just pull out the midtones there. So you can see by naturally doing that, you can see there that the saturation has increased. So this is where this tool can now help us really refine that. So we want to add contrast, but we don't necessarily want to add saturation to the picture. We can then come to here and we can just start sliding this down. Now obviously if we go all the way, that's going to completely take away all that saturation that's occurred, and you can see there's a fair amount. So we can then just use our eye to target the area so we can get it exactly how we want it. And you can see there that's where I would put this. So if I was making an adjustment like this, then that's what I would be doing. So again, if you bring it down, you can see there's a big difference. So this tool is going to really help us with that. And again, we can make real precise adjustments within the image. So really cool update there. The other thing is, I'm just going to bring this back to the beginning. The other update is within the HSL panel, and this is probably the biggest, best update. It's really interesting what they've done here, and to be honest, I think it should have been done a long time ago. So when you're making an adjustment to either the hue, saturation, or luminance, then what we can do is now hold the Alt or Option key down and click on the specific color, and what it would do is gray out any other areas. So if I come to, for instance, purple, I'm going to hold the Option key down, click on the purple, and you can see there the image has now gone to black and white. So that is telling me that there's no purple in this image whatsoever. So let's go to the aqua. Again, there's nothing in there, so we know that, yeah, this image is going to have lots of red, orange, and yellow in it. So if I come to the orange and click that, you can see there only the orange is being shown. So that means that we can just visually look instead of trying to guess what colors are in and what aren't. So you can see here it's just going to enable us to really fine-tune our editing. This will also work for the point adjustment here, so we can click on that, and if we come over to a color that we want to adjust, we can hold the Alt or Option key down, click, and you can see there it's doing the exact same thing. So again, that will help with editing. It will help just to target these specific colors. So we can hold Alt or Option down, click, and you can see here now I'm just adjusting them yellows at the top there. So that's a really, really cool update, and I think that's going to help with editing a lot. What they've also included is if you want to now save presets, so if we click on the plus there, once we've made our adjustment and click create preset, you can see there that on the curve tool we have the parametric curve and the point curve. So this wasn't available to us before, so we can select which one we want or both. It's entirely up to us, and then that means that we can then include this or this one. So that's a really, really cool update. The other update is down at the very bottom. You come down to the bottom here, you will see where it says calibration. So we have all these different versions. Version 6 is the current one, and the idea with version 6 is that this will help to reduce banding issues in the adjusted images. So that's another update. So make sure you're on version 6 there, and you will see there you will get less banding. So I hope that's helped. I hope you enjoyed that. Again, it's just a real short, quick tutorial for you, but they're the updates. So have a play, see how you get on, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.